Hi, I'm Erica Drury, a dietitian that owns the practice Align Nutrition, a private practice specializing in the treatment of eating disorders. I get a lot of requests from students and dietetic interns and some dietitians that want to shadow with me. And unfortunately, I'm at a season in my business right now that I cannot fulfill a lot of those requests. So I wanted to make a video or a series of videos to be helpful and provide some guidance, even though I can't meet with you one-on-one, which is a bummer because I love networking with people and I just really, really love nutrition, and I'm so glad that I do what I do. And I like to encourage other people to just seek out their own path and get out there and make their goals happen. So nice to meet you. So as far as my background goes, this is one of the biggest questions, how did I get to where I am now? And like most traditional dietitians, I did a degree at OSU, a Bachelor of Science in Nutrition and Dietetics, and then I matched to an internship program. And that was just a basic program that I did. It was the South Carolina Department of Health and Environmental Control, where I had clinical food service and community rotations, got a really basic education. And then from there, I got a job in North Carolina working for the Naval Hospital. So I worked with a lot of active duty service members, Marines, sailors, and their dependents, their family members, and retirees. So that was a really excellent job to get me a lot of quick experience. I worked in the hospital, both inpatient and then also outpatient. So I was doing one-on-one sessions, much like private practice now. And I saw all different walks of life, all different types of disease states. What also was really helpful at that job that helped me prepare for private practice was learning to work on a team. So I learned what nurses care about, what respiratory therapists care about, what doctors are looking at, therapists, psychiatrists. So then when I was in private practice, you still need to connect with whatever client or patient population you're working with. You need to connect to their other healthcare providers and make sure that you're providing good support. So you need to know when to get in touch with them, what type of concerns they might have, and how to provide them with the most relevant information. Obviously, some people succeed in private practice without ever having had that clinical experience, but I felt like that was really, really important. So then from there, I moved back to Columbus, Ohio, and I knew that I wanted to start private practice. I loved working with people one-on-one, and that was always my favorite part of my day. And I also knew that I wanted to work for myself, which isn't for everyone, by the way. I'll talk about my typical day in another video, but it's not always easy. So I started private practice called Mid-Ohio Nutrition Therapy, and I actually purchased that private practice. It was an existing one. And so that was a typical insurance model. I was seeing all types of conditions. So basically I was getting referrals from doctors, and then those clients, those patients would come and see me. And I was contracted with insurance companies, so I was receiving reimbursement for those services. What I quickly found in private practice was that, number one, I didn't want to work with insurance companies. That's an extremely personal decision. It really helped me get a lot of referrals and get a lot of experience and have my name become established here in the community. But it just, for the conditions that I was working with, I was starting to work with a lot of eating disorders. There wasn't always coverage. So it was an administrative burden dealing with that. So then what I started to notice is, number two, that I wanted to work with eating disorders. I was kind of tired of being a jack of all trades. I was really drawn to working with eating disorders. And that was how I started to know that, I'm not looking forward to working with these types of clients. I'm looking forward to working with these and wanting my training and my expertise to really be maximized. I didn't want to be everything for everyone. I wanted to be really, really good at one thing. Again, totally my personality. I like to really get into something and totally focus on it. Plus, with eating disorders, there's a lot of specialized experience that comes along with that. So it makes sense that I would have chosen to specialize in that. So then once I was working in private practice and starting to work more and more with eating disorders, like I said, I knew that, and to get away from insurance, I knew that I needed to start a new practice. I was really just getting types of referrals now that I wasn't interested in, so I knew I just needed to set out again on my own. So I closed the doors of that private practice and then started a new one, Align Nutrition. And that's what I do now. So I also created programs because I was needing to bring some structure to my work with people. And that's how I developed the Align Nutrition Be Well, Begin Well, and Live Well programs. They're all outpatient based. I'm just working with people, but I offer them a lot of support in between sessions, and I'm connecting with their providers as well. And then my latest project is I am building another business in addition to Align Nutrition. I will always keep up with Align Nutrition, but this other project, it's called Food Meets Love. And so Food Meets Love is an online platform that I've been working on with my business partner, Jenny Bartosek, another therapist. And we are working to get the message out. What we found is that by working in private practice, one-on-one in our offices, we love that. We're seeing a lot of change, but then our clients are kind of going back into the world, and no one's talking about these issues that we talk about surrounding food, body, and love, like we do in the context of eating disorder recovery. And it's a really, really helpful message that any woman who struggled with food, body concerns can relate to. So stay tuned for that. Again, this is a kind of a summary on how I've gotten to where I am. It's just, you can see it was very cyclical, kind of getting experience that was more generalized and kind of narrowing to a specialization. Every experience has kind of built on the next one. So I hope that's helpful. I wish you the best of luck in your career. Thanks so much. Take care.